Okay, listen. I thought the event was fantastic. Tell me about the Backstreet Boys. I heard they were very, very difficult. Tell me, Trace.
I met them, and they all seemed nice young men, and we sat down and had a cup of coffee together. And the first thing that I wanted to assure them was, I've been doing this for a long time. I know how to do this stuff, and I'll make this stuff happen.
But why were they so difficult? I heard they were like
well, their rider, you know, their rider, the stuff that they wanted in their dressing room. At first, I read over it.
What did they want?
It was just all kind of strange stuff. Particular kinds of water, certain kinds of peanut butter in the sandwiches, and how the sandwiches had to be made.
Is that right? Were you dealing with them?
I didn't see the rider, but Trace came to me at one point in the evening. He said, "Where do I get wheatgrass juice?"
How about the black nail polish?
That was the fun.
That was a classic for me.
Who bought the nail polish?
I did. Lennox carried it back to him, though, and I thought, here, Lennox, you carry this nail polish. I want the heavyweight champion of the world to hand this kid nail polish. The nightmare scenario for me was that I was going to end up at 8:30 in the evening with a band that was not going to go on stage. That was the nightmare scenario for me, and I was starting to get signs and signals from these guys that very well may happen.
Actually, by the time they got out on stage, they were really sweet, and we had a very good time because, you know, I think in the beginning they were a little wound up.
They did great. They sounded good, and their performance was energetic. It was good. It was good. It was great.
As a fellow musician, were you a little bit offended? Like, in some way, I think if Pierce had been in charge of them, it would have been more acceptable to me if they had asked him, "You're not a musician, you don't do..." But someone in their own field, I would be embarrassed if I were them.
Did you know about this, Pierce? Did you know they had?
No, but if I'd had a request for nail polish,
I think you would have been good for that. What would you have done with the Backstreet Boys?
I'd have given them hell. I said, you can stick your nail polish.
The problem is they wouldn't have shown up.
Yes, they would.
I don't know.
They're at what? They wouldn't show up.
You know what? He may be right.
They would, of course,
he
they would
may
show
be
up.
right.
For 20 million views.
Sometimes you kiss ass and it doesn't work. Sometimes you be a little tough and you get more. So you may be right.
Could I have pulled the veteran chops on them and started smacking them around? Yeah, I could have beat up the whole band by myself. But my responsibility was to put a happy band on the stage that night.
I just don't go in for blowing smoke up people's backsides.